What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your usual suspects in the building, the dynamic duo, here with EP.4 of the Golden Mike podcast. You already know my name, King Carr, and of course, the other half of the dynamic duo is no other than
Day one. Slowly getting used to this, y'all.
But we're gonna go ahead and drop the song of the day, or should I say the intro of the day. Day one, man, go ahead, drop that shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say all that. I should have opened with the reading of the scripture from the book of Popoff.
Every time I pop out, it pop off. Pop off. YKTV got the top off. Top off. Private estate, I'm a mob boss. Mob boss. Every time I pop out, it pop off. YKTV. Godson, they call me son, ain't no son of me. Ran 100 M's, bitch, I'm running things. Paper pal, pussy, that shit come in threes. What you think I owe you some girl for fucking me? Imagine little Uzi on a Primo beat. Imagine an AS on Amigo beat. Hip-hop culture, Henny on coasters, watching 100-inch screens, see who's sitting with Oprah. Black phantoms, women coming in tandems, bags of lamb, and she praying she don't get abandoned. Bag big from laying these ad-libs. My photo, the Jordan logo for this rap shit. Oculus VR, that's how I see shit. I can't let you drive the boat if you get seasick. Draped in all red, she thought I was whoopty. 4 a.m. still going, I'm not even woozy. Let your friends catch a ride, whip only got 2 seats. Slip and slide through Miami, she got on a 2-piece. I'm on her body, she a homebody. Hope them killers don't catch nobodies. Every time I pop out, it pop off. Pop off. YKTV got the top off. Top off. Private estate, I'm a mob boss. Mob boss. Every time I pop out, it pop off.
You wanted the talking, I'm talking it out. Put it in your mouth, fuck you talking about. Every time they play this song, she like, this is my shit. But I really wanna know, do you love me or not? So say my name, and when you say it, baby, call me artist. Don't be afraid to ride my wave, my wrist a tsunami. And when I wasn't getting paid, them bitches wasn't on me. And you can tell I got my weight up, just look at the car key. A bunch of Givenchy, I pop up, I copped a Vinny, my top up, They not really a boogie, they just knockouts, They rockin' these chains, but it's nachos, They jacking Escobars like he's Pablo, Put my tip inside the walls like she was hollow, My niggas innocent behind walls like they Rollo, And every time they pop off, I pop out. And every time I pop out, it pop off.
Pop off. YKTV got the top off. Top off. Private estate, I'm a mob boss. Mob boss. Every time I pop out, it pop off.
Hey there, I'm Peter Popoff, and it's about to pop off.
100 deep in the club, I'm a mob boss. Yeah. Big blood drip, you know it's hot sauce. Family crib, got my side bitch in a hot law. Girls gone wild, bitch, take your top off. Show no love, bitch, I'm in love with Saint Laurent. This Louis Vuitton ain't John chick, but I got it on. I just made your favorite singer come out of thong. I just ran the money play with Scooter Braun. Drop a corner on your head, act stupid with it. Bitch, my jewels ain't rented, the coops ain't rented. Bitch, play them cars with no limit, stars in the ceiling. Bitch, I want all of the money, I harvest the millions. I just put my name on the pack, now we trapping and dealing. Niggas say that they gang, but I'm actually in it. I'm Tom Brady in the field, I make all the decisions. Yeah, the video got shot up and not green lit. Every time I pop out, it pop off. Pop off. YKTV got the top off. Top off. Private estate, I'm a mob boss. Mob boss. Every time I pop out, it pop off. YKTV. Yeah, the vibes. QB the south side, north side, far right, left right, Brooklyn, Bronx, Harlem, Staten Island, we outside, High Bridge to Compton. Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Nas, YKTV, featuring Ace Boogie with the Hoodie and YG. Y'all go check that out, man. But of course, it's a new day. It's a new day, ladies and gentlemen, meaning it's a new segue, or should I say segment, to EP.4 of the Golden Mike podcast. And today, we want to start by talking to you people about goals in life. What 3 goals or 2, because you don't want to make that list too long, because then you make it, sometimes for certain people, unachievable. But what are the true top 3 goals in your life that you want to achieve. For me, that number one goal is to achieve seeing all of my children chase their dreams and not have to go through any true turmoil or heartache while trying to get there. Of course, it's going to be obstacles in the way, like any other human being that God puts his hands on to anoint. Of course, there's going to be obstacles that you have to achieve and go through so that you can become the person you are supposed to become. I understand that. But that's my number one goal in life, is to see my children achieve the number one goal in their life. My second goal in life is for my message to be heard before I am to ever leave this earth, because nobody knows when their day is, when it's time to leave your vessel and move forward with the next step in your journey. So I want to make sure that I am truthful in giving 100% of what I personally, me, not day one, not anybody else, just me personally, how I feel. I want that message to be brought across to whomever hears this. My third goal in life is to achieve whatever it is to be able to get goal number 1 and goal number 2 green light, green lit, should I say. That's my mission, because when in my just in my life, when you have children, it's no longer about me anymore. It's about them. Yes, I have to do what I have to do as a man to make sure that they can and they don't need for. I understand that part. But my mission is to do whatever it is to make sure that goal 1 and goal 2 is achievable. Life is like, I don't know if you guys remember, but it used to be, back in our day, it used to be the little 8-ball that you could shake up. You could ask this stuff and shake it up, and then it'll give you an answer back.
They even threw that in there on Toy Story.
Life to me, it's like that. It's like when a situation comes up, you know, I'm shaking my 8-ball and I'm asking it what to do next and looking for an answer back. But that answer can never be truthful because it was structured, it was manufactured in a factory. It's meant to give that type of answer back or something like that. But my meaning of it is everything that you go through, that's the form of the shaking of the 8-ball is what I'm referring to. And the answer that's coming back is when you come up out of it, out of all of that structure, damage, all of that feelings of negativity. When you come out of all of that, eventually that stuff fades when you do the necessary work that's needed to be done to get out of that said structure damage. I want people to stop looking to do whatever will get attention for you. Start looking to do whatever you feel in your heart or in your mind is going to make a better you for you. Figure out what your 3 goals will be in life and try to work towards them. And when you're trying to work towards those 3 goals, there's going to be some people that's going to fall off. You're going to fall out with a couple of people. You're going to make a couple of dumbass mistakes. You're going to fuck up a couple of times. You might do some shit that might have you end up in jail. But that doesn't mean necessarily give up. That means get your shit together. Get right. Get back on the path to achieving your 3 goals. Because there's going to be a lot of temptation and other shit that comes along in the world, because that's how it's designed. That's how they want it to be. They want you to feel like you can do whatever you want. That's where the freedom of speech thing comes in, that of your amendments and stuff. But we all know you can't really just say what you want to say. So freedom of speech is really free. Hint, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but don't let anything that you go through in life stop you from achieving what you feel is the necessary goals of those 3 specific goals. And with me saying that, man, I'm going to turn it over to Day One, and he going to give you his 3 goals in life, what they are, and what his mission is to achieve them.
All right, y'all. So basically, my way of explaining what my goals are, it's kind of difficult to explain, really. And I know most people would be like, just say it, you know, like, but it's not that plain and simple. Like, I don't mean to make fun of people, but goals is something more of like self-drive at the end of the day is how I look at it. Like, if you think about it, when you want something and you aiming for something, eventually you're gonna get it. Yeah. Because you've been thinking about it, you've been consistent about whatever it is you've been trying to go for. You know, like, it's about mind manifestation, basically. Your mind thoughts carry strong frequencies that hits the universe, and it bounces off the universe and comes back. Now, you know, like the old song saying, you get what you give. You know, like, so it ain't about just positivity. There's duality in everything, as I always like to say to remind people. There's duality in everything. Yeah. But it don't always have to be bad, you know? It can be good, but it's all based off of what you choose from. But as far as my goals, I know what it is that I want. I don't have any kids yet, you know? So I have been a stepfather before, so I know what that's like, stepping up to the iron plate. But my goals in life is nothing really too difficult. It's kind of very simple, but at the same time, not so simple. What I mean by that is, and personally, you know, it's kind of just for me, but it's for everybody else too. Little do they know. The things you go through in life is pretty much like what you have to go through in order for you to be called who you was called, in order for you to become who you was called to be. More so than likely, everything happens for a reason. Nothing is really a coincidence. There's some small things that's a coincidence, but me, honestly, and I'm just saying that for people that believe in coincidences. Me personally, I don't. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and you always got a choice, good or bad, on how you gonna go about it, how you gonna react to it, how you gonna think about it, all that stuff. Yeah, it ties into who you are today. When you do a deep dive reevaluation check on yourself, and you think about all the things in the past, all the things you went through, what made you change into the person you are today, you know, it all adds up. And it's all based on, you know, pretty much self-accountability, the choices you made. We all got free will. My goals is pretty much just for me to become the person God called me to be. And with that saying, you know, like, this goes for everybody. It ain't just my truth or anything like that. God gonna use all the good and all the bad people against you in order to build you up, in order to who he called you to be. That's facts. Nobody's exempt from that, you know. Yeah. So that's just pretty much my goal in life. is to become the main person that God called me to be. And that's positively as far as playing positive roles, just trying to help people out, let them know that, good people still exist, hope still exists, regardless of the fact of all the stuff that they had taken away from us and forcing us to do it another way. Slavery never ended. It was just reorganized, reconstructed and organized. And that's what we are living in today. But yeah, I didn't mean to get off topic, y'all, about, talking about goals and whatnot.
You was completely on topic. That was the topic.
It's just pretty much that, plain and simple. My goal is to become the person that God called me to be. And what my brother, Bread Man, was speaking on as far as not worrying about trying to be better than the next person. No, that's a waste. You just putting a whole mountain in front of you, because everybody is different and unique in their own way. Mm-hmm. Everybody is down here to play a part, as I said before. So, don't worry about trying to be better than somebody else. No, try to be better than the person you was yesterday. That's self-personal, body, mind, and spiritual growth.
Good shit.
On how to become a positive person, really. Do that instead, and it'll be a lot better. So this person cuts you off while you driving. Well, the next time you drive and somebody cuts you off, don't give your energy into that. Don't get mad at that. I know it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Shit, I ain't perfect, y'all. Like, nah. But, I really don't do road rage or stuff like that, because I know the risk of that, so I'm not about to, it's not that serious.
You never know what the other person got in their vehicle.
Exactly. And on top of that, you don't know what people have gone through in their life for them to get to where they're at. Wherever they're at in their life, they're comfortable. Don't ruin it for them. If anything, try to be that person that they may remember. If they ever come up, they may remember you. You never know. So, instead of being cruel to one another, I think it's a lot better if we help one another out, because unexpectedly, some point along later on down the road in the future, and I'm not saying look for it. No, just do it to be remembered.
Amen.
In a positive way, like, man, this one person helped me out when I was broken down bad. Or, if you got that close friend that's always going to be there or randomly hit you up just to check up on you type shit, man, appreciate that. It ain't too many out here. Like my brother from another mother, Bread Man, like it ain't, AKA King Carr. It ain't too many people out here that's really going to have your back like that. So if you have those kind of people in your life, and especially if they low-key looking to, push you in the forward positive direction towards the goals you want, hey, keep them around. Because them going to be the same ones that can laugh with you about all the broke times y'all done had, all the bullshit y'all went through. They going to be able to relate. Yeah. So, even after getting up there, don't change up, man. Nah. Like, try to keep them. Now, if they change up on their own, hey, it is what it is. But
yeah, that's on them.
Yeah, that's on them. But, keep them real ones around, man. It's going to always be there when others you thought was going to be there for you was not there.
And, brother, man, before you continue, it's something I want to say, speaking on what you just said.
I'm about to pass it back.
As men, we got to stop playing the blame game all the time. You got to take accountability. If you're going to be preaching accountability to other people, you got to be willing to take accountability yourself. We got to stop doing things like saying like, well, this person keeps doing this to me, so I treat them this way, or that person keeps on calling this, that, and the other out on certain shit, and I don't like that, and getting involved in that shit, or people constantly getting involved in other people's shit because they enjoy drama or they feel good when they got some drama around them. Keep those fucking people away from you. Just stay away from them. But you can continue, my brother. I just wanted to put that piece into what you had just said because it made perfect sense to say that shit right now.
Yeah, and I'm going to add on something else to what he was just saying just right now. When you really think about it, and it's kind of sad, but it is what it is out here in today's world, I done been through the BS myself, so I know at these jobs. You go out here to these jobs, and you happen to see that employee or a few employees that dislike you or whatever for some strange reason, here's the crazy question. If they don't like you and they can't stand you, think about it now. Why do they keep bringing themselves around you and they can't stand you? So think about that now. I'm just going ahead and break the ice. Excuse me. Long story short, those kind of people are like vampiric energy vampires, more so than likely. They don't like you so much, but they always want to find themselves around you just to have something to talk about you.
Yep.
And I know most people don't care. If you don't care, that's good. But, one thing people fail to realize is the tongue is a powerful weapon.
Yeah, man.
It's a powerful weapon.
And the weakest person always chooses to use it the best way.
Yeah, and the best way to beat them, which is hard, but at the same time, it's not. It's a childish saying, but I love it because it's so true. Speech is silver, silence is golden. I mean, like, that's childish, but I mean, it's true. And, the less you give someone that time and energy, because they looking for that negative BS up out of you, when you ignore them more, eventually, it's pissing them off too, because they gonna keep trying harder and harder and harder.
Continuously.
And eventually they gonna have something bad happen to them. Now, I'm not wishing on it, but hey, like that old school song that Ellie Dollar had redid called "You Get What You Give." You get what you give.
Yeah.
Consequences. Nobody's exempt from that. So remember that when you choose to be foul to someone or anything of the sort. I'm not hoping on it. I'm not pushing out negativity. I'm just giving people the real. Things do come back on you when you least expect it.
Yep. Right
when you think you on top, you shining and you winning, caught in the limelight.
Gotcha, bitch.
Exactly like that. It happens. So, even though it's a very hard challenge to do, I lie to you guys, not ladies and gentlemen. Trying to be positive through negative BS is very difficult. It's very challenging. But one thing I can say is the more you do something, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
And long story short, before you know it, whatever they had to say about you, that stuff is pretty much defeated because now they done caught wind of who you really are. So, that's why it's always good to ignore those things at the best, because when you actually react to what somebody is saying,
boom.
Yeah, you're caught in the fire. Caught in the fire. But yeah, man, it's a lot of different lessons to learn out here in the world. So, look at it like this. After you get a certain age or however, as you continue on in your age, you're still going to make some of the same mistakes that you knew better not to do when you was on your way coming up. And that's okay. That's normal. It's just it's like a muscle memory reminder or something like that. Something to laugh at because you know better and you do it anyways. We all going to make mistakes, but that's okay. It's part of the learning process. You can't go forward without negativity because that's the curve that you need to learn how to drift around like on a NASCAR racetrack. You don't know how to drift around that curve, you're going to crash into the wall. So, it just gets like that. But a lot of people, I get it. They get stuck into the negative, hamster wheel because they be tired of bullshit and they think things is going to go better for them going this way. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It doesn't really work out too well that way. And I know most people think it do, but yeah, it really don't. Long story short, you're just hurting yourself in the future later on down the road. And most can't figure out why people are kind of ignorant towards them or why shitty things happen to them. It's because of things that they is already choosing to be in the past. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this back over to King Carr. No, you got the flow, dog.
Man, bro. It's the first thing that you have to put into your mind and into your heart. And then eventually your soul will feel it. Of having a meaning, a reason of being. to be ignorant to your duties that God has put forth to you is to be ignorant to life itself. If you guys don't remember, man, they used to put out a saying or whatever, bust your ass so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. But I don't think they was necessarily talking about making money for another human being who doesn't even know your name, doesn't know your children, don't know your daily struggle, don't really give a damn. I believe we are supposed to use these jobs to get to the next level of saving, learning how to budget, and then building to create your own foundation. Continuously doing a 9 to 5 over and over will have you to the point to where you look up 17 years later, you still that same set job for certain people. That's what it used to be said, right? Now, this is what it is. You go from 27 jobs within 7 years because you end up either getting sick for a numerous amount of days after COVID happens, or you end up having to do something with your children, or you end up having a court date because life happens, shit happens, and you do that shit and you out 2 days, you're fired.
Like, now, let me add. I'm sorry to interrupt you,
handle
brother,
your
man,
business,
but
man.
let me just add this. I'm only laughing because no, man, it's the truth. I like, all right,
yeah,
y'all. Look, we having
bro.
a serious situation, conversation, but the add on to what he is saying is, like, look, that 2 days and you're fired.
Yeah.
All right. So what I wanted to add on that is the simple fact that there's 365 days in a year. And also, add on to what he had said beforehand, this is why they said that in that movie. Boss man make a dollar, I make a dime. That's why I sit on company's time. Like, yo, hey, you really gotta think about that. I mean, come on, like, when you really expand your mind, and I know, a lot of people don't give a fuck about this part, like,
I'm a company man.
Yeah, like, oh man, go ahead and get they got the motherfucking roll of toilet paper in they motherfucking bag and shit. That's they did, Ass, you got some brown around your mouth, but hey man, nah, for real though, like, I know a lot of people understand what that means.
Yeah.
Boss man got enough money to keep this business running for y'all to come up in here and work, but what you're failing to realize is all these companies is getting a nice ass big bundle up off of paying us crumbs at the end of the day.
And breaking your back.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to add on to what he was saying. Also, as far as the 2 days and you fired, there's 365 days in a year. And we only get, some people get a little bit more days than 2 days off, but some people got to work 7 days a week.
Exactly.
There's some people that work 6 days a week. And then the majority of us work 5 days a week. Now, if you think about it, you work 5 days a week and you're only off 2. That's a lot of days you're covering of work and less days you're covering of being off. So,
of living life.
But yeah, I just wanted to add that in there to what he was saying on the context, because that is diabolical. You miss only 2 days and you're out. Like, I understand. That's why they have PTO, vacation time, and that stuff. But that's still not enough, like, connecting to the fact that after you run out of that time, it's over with. Like, all this hard work you put in, you've been busting your ass at this job. Yeah, 2 days and you fired. That's diabolical. Like, things is gonna happen out here in life. There's gonna be like another obstacle you got to get past and get over. It's not gonna be a straight line for you to just shoot straight up through. What have you learned? Nothing, because it was too easy. So that's why there's nooks and crannies and turns for you to learn how to get past these wiki-tiki obstacles. And I don't mean that with no disrespect. You know, like Indiana Jones track type shit. You gotta figure out how to get past it without getting killed or hurt by it, you know, and it's just, that's how I kind of see things. So I'm gonna turn this back over to Brett, man. I ain't mean to take over. I just want to add that shit in there, man. Boss man make $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time, like, cause it ain't fair to us, man. We only getting crumbs. Meanwhile, y'all getting a huge, a large amount, a large proportion off of our sweat equity. There's a lot of people up in there giving they sweat equity 3 shifts of the fucking day. First shift,
you gotta worry about motherfuckers being extra as fuck going and telling on you because you just trying to get through the fucking shift. Just trying to get ahead by snitching on you and shit, doing extra hours and shit to try to prove something, to think that they gonna get some sort of advancement, and then they don't get it, and then be mad at you when you be laughing at them when they come back out of the office all mad and shit like, hey, so what happened? And then they like, I didn't get the promotion. Like, oh, you got all that ass on your face for nothing.
Brownie factory.
You did all that kissing ass of another man or another woman that bleeds the same way as you, that puts their shoes on the same way as you, that has children and lives life the same way as you, except they have a little bit more in their bank account. This thing called money is our human form of feeling like God. That's what it is.
Man, that's some powerful shit to say there.
When God created this place, he created us to be team. Think team. Think come together to build. And with what we have created now is no. We come together and you motherfuckers build.
No.
Because there's not enough for all of us. There's only so much. So then we create something to fucking build power. What is that? A fucking piece of paper. What is that paper called? Money. Then motherfuckers try to make an uproar to put a person of color on the money, and then what happens? Motherfucker, I'll be damned if you gonna put some goddamn color on my money. The only color that better be on my money is green. Like, it makes no sense.
Or more like what he's explaining. Look
Better
at
be
it
a
like,
motherfucker with curls on my money.
yeah, man. Look at that. You hear that shit? That's like they said long ago. You gonna have to find some kind of way to pay if you want to stay on this land, but you motherfuckers ain't even from here. You ain't even from here.
And you go through so much of this shit, and it gets to the point where you like, all right, well, you develop the mind state of get what the fuck I need and get the fuck out, or you develop the mind state, get what the fuck I need until they get me the fuck out. Most people, when they're raising their kids, they say, get through school, then get you a good job, and when you get the job, keep your nose down, make sure you pack your lunch, make sure you get up a little bit early to get there on time, and you do it every single day. Where's the time for you to build something for yourself if you're doing that every single day?
There it is.
You got to go in there with a mind state of, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to do what I have to do to get the money that's necessary to be saved up to go and invest in whatever it is that I feel is going to become the new journey for me to become what self-made truly means.
So I'm going to go ahead and just add in there as far as the whole What was that you was just talking about before you said self-made? You was talking about what? I just said for you to repeat it again, but damn.
Bro, I was in straight go mode. I was in that Neo state of form, bro. But I was talking about go to work with the mind state to get what the fuck you need in order to get to your goal of truly becoming self-made and building something that is yours, basically. Like it doesn't it's how the world is. You have to it's people that's in high places that just fund the jobs and then you're making money for them. But it's always that avenue or that loophole where you just become truly self-made and you just going to get your own fucking dollar.
Now, what I want to add on to what he was saying in the beginning before that, he said in there, where do you have time to build something for yourself? Like, where do you have time to build something for yourself? We always got to make sacrifices after sacrifices after sacrifices. And I understand it's the way they got the system set up for us all to live and survive here. That's something else I want to talk about and add on to as well. But the way they have it set up is kind of difficult, you know, as far as how they expect us to pay for all the stuff we need to pay for. It's kind of difficult when you really think about it. Now, I'll say some people are in a better paying job position, so I get it. For them, it's cakewalk, you know. They making that money.
And that was their goal. Yeah, to work towards whatever that position was.
Yeah, whatever that position was. Now, there's some people that when they get to that point, they become blind. And then
we're talking about the middle class, like the 9-to-5 goers.
Yeah,
that's coming in, punching in, actually doing the work, actually touching the work. Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
They actually built themselves up to get to that point because they was focused on that. But for the way they got things out here for these jobs that's making buku money up off of people, paying them crumb ass money percentage is diabolical. You know, I was talking to a bank teller and even she knew the truth. Like, yeah, the cost of living is kind of getting outrageous. I told her, I was like, the cost of living versus the pay wages that we're being paid for some people at majority of these jobs is paying people crumbs because there's a money code because they don't want too many people to, well, never mind that. But long story short,
I'm going to say it, they don't want too many people having their payroll too fucking high. They have a certain set budget and a cap of where they want their payroll to be monthly. And if it exceeds that shit, that's when people start getting laid off and fired.
Because
continue.
They don't want people to prosper, basically. Long story short. They don't want people to prosper because they feel like you may make so much money up off of them and then not come back. And then they have to look for another person to help them acquire the money and position that they had to take time to do. You know, so
that's why the words turnover rate was invented.
Yeah. And that's even sad by itself, you know, like, I get it. They want to keep their position and all that and keep making money. But you know what, people? We all got to come together and realize that it's us that makes the world go around. Money can't do shit but just sit there and look and design and get blown in the wind. For
and get burned.
And get burned. Like, money can't do shit. Money not even backed by nothing. All right? The reality of it all. Once you get through seeing all of this BS and knowing what's what, you know, like, it'll become clear to you. Like, wait a minute. For example, how come the 2019 medicine was free, but all this other stuff you got to pay for? Now, what's that about? I don't know. I'm just trying to jolt a few brains here, you know, but yeah, it's stuff like that we have to be on the lookout for, and we have to come together. I mean, it's kind of slowly already happening, but at the same time, you know what they say. It's gonna be ugly before it gets beautiful. Yeah. It's like you gotta go through a thunderstorm before you get to the motherfucking sunshine and rainbows with the fresh, clean, green grass. It's really like that. And we're going through a shift, and long story short, we win.
That takes for people to actually come together and actually understand and listen to the message. Most people, like I just said earlier on in the episode, most people are attracted to drama. They want to be around drama. They want to start drama. They feel good about it. Most people feel good about running their mouth nonstop. Most people feel good about feeling like they in control of every fucking thing. That's why most relationships don't last, because it's always somebody that want to have control. Me personally, I just want fucking peace. I don't care about that shit. I don't.
I know the real reason why relationships is kind of fell in today's world. It'll ruffle some feathers, so, I'm not going to speak on it, but I'm going to let, King Carr continue speaking. I didn't mean to interrupt him. I just wanted to add that in there. Like, it's a lot of bullshit behind, what's going on in today's world. It's starting to not make sense when you really think about it. But, you have to be using at least a nice good amount of more than just 5% of your brain to really see this stuff. And it's happening with several people all over. They see the shit. They see it,
bro.
It ain't just what I'm just saying. Like, it's other people that know this information. And I just like to say that to connect everybody on the spiritual power spectrum. That we all have a pineal gland, and when we all start to think of new things, look at it almost as if like a trend setting. Okay,
do what's gonna make that third eye open.
So what?
That's what people should do. Whatever is going to open your third eye.
Yeah, but it's kind of already happening though with the way that the earth and the sun is vibrating, is rising up. So, long story short, for those that like to stay in low vibration, not good news for you. I hate to say so. It is what it is. But you have the chance and opportunity now to raise your vibrations. Raise it. That will do you service later on in the future. That much I can tell you with hard, solid facts.
Amen.
But I can't give out all the answers, because what's that's going to sound like? Somebody offended that you speaking on something that, they didn't know. It's okay. You don't know everything. I don't know everything.
Exactly.
I don't know what you know, but I know you don't know everything.
Damn
There's
right.
way too much stuff to learn.
Way too much knowledge. Knowledge continues to be brand new every day.
Yeah.
There's something brand new to understand, something brand new to discover, something brand new to feel. Like it's new every day you wake up.
Although to us, it's something new every day we wake up, but nothing is new under the sun, y'all. Mm-hmm. But to us, it's something new every day we wake up, because of the only simple fact, we're learning, we're growing, we're experiencing. If you don't choose to experience anything in life, then you're not learning and growing. You don't have, it'll be like somebody don't have no opinion on what the hell this food tastes like at this restaurant because they never ate there.
Exactly.
And I ain't saying that, restaurants is good to eat at. I'm just using it as a prime example. Yeah. Or somebody that's that choose to not eat somebody's cooking at the end of the day. Like, well, I mean, they can't give no opinion on it. They can't say that it's bad or good because they chose to not eat their food. But for those that choose to do eat their food, always be thankful. But overall, the principle of me saying that is about experiencing. Going on a crazy ride that you were scared of, and you finally found the heart and bravery to get on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean,
bro.
Me personally, I'm not afraid of heights, so yeah, I like to get on crazy shit. I'm just speaking for other people that conquered those kind of fears, and then it's something new to grow to talk about, and it can open up all kind of brand new door paths at the end of the day.
I get you.
Yeah, it can open up all kind of shit. But I'm gonna turn this back over to my brother Brett, man, and let him continue speaking.
Brother, man, we are almost out of time for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have lived, laughed, and learned in episode 4. We have also, like we always do, dropped some gems on your ass for the Gem City. Shout outs to the DYT, OH10. That's where we from, Midwest. But this has been the Golden Mike Podcast, episode 4. I am your number one uno when it comes to this motherfucking no give a fuck shit. God damn it. I'ma say it because I feel it, motherfucker. And I'ma cuss like Bernie Mac the whole motherfucking time I'm motherfucking doing it. And of course, this man, the other half of the dynamic duo, the man with all of the information.
Day one. And I want to also add on to this. I'm going to try to remember it at the end of every episode we do. Peace, love, and authentication to all.
True. Day one, drop that shit, bro.
Sure. Shit. Cash. Yeah. What is going on? Toe clip tripping in bitch.
I got your bitch on do not disturb. I got some niggas I choose not to serve. Got a new spot, gotta move by the 3rd. I just got back, I was losing it first. Yeah, I like that. Promise my mama I'm through with the serve. And I'm true to my word.
Yeah, keep at it.
Lay it out.